The calm returned at dawn. Not gradually, not naturally. It was simply there. Waves froze mid-motion. Ripples flattened as if pressed down by an unseen weight. The water looked thicker, like it had forgotten how to move. There was no wind, no birds, no sound except the sound of your own breathing. And even that felt too loud. By 6 a.m., the town's emergency radios began crackling. Engines stalled. No response. Dead in the water. Every report came from the same place. Elias Rowe's last coordinates. The boats hadn't gone there intentionally. That was the worst part. They had drifted. Slowly, gently, like leaves finding a drain. Engines shut off without warning. Not sputtering, not choking, just stopping. As if the sea had decided it was done listening to machines. One by one, radios died. The last transmission was calm. Too calm. A quiet, confused voice whispered, "It's holding us." The rescue crew never reached them. Their boat lost power the moment it crossed the invisible line. There were no waves to mark it, no buoy, no sign. Just stillness. The water inside the zone behaved differently. Dropped tools didn't sink. They hovered, suspended just inches below the surface, as if depth itself had been turned off. From shore, people watched the boats sit motionless. No rocking, no drifting. Just waiting. Hours passed. The sun climbed, heat pressed down. Still nothing moved. Then someone screamed. One of the boats lurched. Not forward. Down. It wasn't sinking. It was being lowered. The water opened beneath it without a splash, like a mouth learning patience. The boat vanished. No bubbles. No debris. Just absence. Another followed. Then another. Each descent was slower than the last, as if the sea was spacing them out, savoring the moment. By noon, there were no boats left in the calm zone, just empty water, perfectly smooth. That's when the town realized something worse. The calm was spreading. The line crept shoreward by inches. Then feet, then yards. Tide charts meant nothing. Wind forecasts meant nothing. The sea obeyed something else now. People backed away from the shoreline. Homes closest to the water were abandoned by sunset. Doors left open. Lights left on as if fleeing quietly might go unnoticed. Caleb stood at the cliffs, watching. He didn't remember walking there, only arriving. The water below him was clear enough to see movement. Shapes passed beneath the surface, long, vertical, too deep to measure. They didn't swim. They aligned like sentinels standing to attention, and among them something familiar. A boat. The Mercy Jane, intact, resting. On its deck stood a figure, dry, still, facing upward. Elias Rowe. He didn't wave, didn't signal, didn't plead. He simply watched, and Caleb understood. This wasn't a warning. It was a demonstration. The calm reached the docks at dusk. Water climbed the pilings without splashing. Lines went slack. Ropes loosened themselves. The sea touched land and didn't stop. By nightfall, the shoreline was gone. No surge, no flood, just quiet advance. People retreated inland. Some prayed, some packed. Some stood frozen, staring, and a few stepped forward. They walked into the water willingly, not rushing, not resisting, as if responding to a long-awaited call. The water parted for them, accepted them, and closed behind them without a sound. By morning, the calm stopped advancing, as if satisfied, as if it had taken enough. But the sea didn't retreat. It held its ground. The boats remained visible below the surface, frozen, displayed, a reminder. And carved into the wet sand along the new shoreline, a message, written by pressure, not hands. Stillness is permission. Storms destroy. Waves warn. But dead calm decides. And once it does, there is no tide strong enough to argue.